Hey, it's Tim, and yep, I'm driving a scissor lift, and I just wanted to take a minute to interrupt and say thank you if you watched part 1 and part 2. Thanks for watching. And this is part 3. I hope you enjoy it. And if you like my hikes, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button so when the next hike comes out, you'll know when it's coming. All right? Hey, thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy the rest of part 3. Well, hey, good morning. I just got up and cleaned up camp at Two Harbors Campground. I got up early this morning before the sun. I got this 14-mile scary mountain right there to go up and around today. I got up early and packed up my tent, made some breakfast, got everything ready to go. It was pretty early. Some crazy last night stuff. There was like this, it wasn't like a howling or a bar. It sounded like a scratching. It sounded like a cat, a pissed off cat. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Like from 3 different directions. It was crazy up in the hills. I don't know what it was, but it scared me. No, I was fine. Just kidding. But I'm gonna head out and I'm gonna walk into town over here into Two Harbors. They've got a nice clean potty. I'm gonna use it, and then start heading up the hill to get out to Parsons Landing, which is the final loop of the Trans-Catalina-Trail. It's kind of tempting to just stay here because I'm just gonna go make a 14-mile loop and come right back to where I started and get on the boat and leave. But that would be really boring and not completing the trail and lame. Check out this sunrise coming over the hillside here into the harbor. This is the west side of Two Harbors, the little mini harbor on the west side. And I've just been climbing up this road / trail, about a mile, a little over a mile. And it climbs really steep, but it gives you these great views and a lot of sweat. It's still a little after 7 a.m. and I'm sweating like a pig. All right, I'm about 3 miles out of Two Harbors up this trail, which is really just a really steep dirt road that's graded really well. I can't believe how well the grading is. And you can see Two Harbors down there. Again, about another mile up. I saw some foxes back there, some little baby kit foxes. Are they kit foxes? Back there playing. And then I'm still going up this hill, and every time you're climbing up one of these roads, I'm catching my breath, but you think, oh, there's a little flat spot where it's going to level off, but it doesn't. It just goes around the corner and goes back up again. So I'm glad I'm doing this early in the morning. Hey, so it's time for a little nourishment break. It's still early. It's only like, let me see. It's 8:15. I think I'm at like mile 28, which means I've gone about 4 miles. I'm having a very heavy bar to get out of my pack because I'm hungry, even though I had a big bowl of cereal. But anyway, you know, you're on these roads and trail and you're going up, 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 and you see the top and you get to the top and that's not the top. You look a little further and there's the top. Like I just came to the top of this huge hill. I looked over there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought I was at the tallest peak already on the island. But as you look over there, that has to be the tallest peak, and I'm almost there. So I'm super excited to get to the top and look down upon everything. I'm already above a bunch of clouds, having a snack and some water. Look at that. hey, if you're thinking about doing this hike, do it in the wintertime, as long as it's not raining. This road would suck if it was muddy, but it's been really hot. It's been really hot. Whew. Okay, I just climbed. This is definitely the highest peak on top of Catalina. There's a weather station right here. And woo! I beat. But it's way up here and you can see like so much. Check it out. I'm coming down into Parsons Landing. I'm on the north side of the island. And this is the closest I've seen to a forest in a really long time. This is beautiful. There's about 12 pine trees over there making a little forest. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty awesome. I love it. Pine trees. Huh, who figured? Who put those there? I wonder how they got there. There's not another pine tree. Well, there's a couple over there, but I haven't seen hardly any pine trees on this whole mountain, this whole island. It's all been oak and dry brush. And down there is a forest. Come on, let's keep going down this hill. All right, I made it to Parsons Landing. And coming down from the mountain, there was a lot of sketchy moments where you absolutely had to have trekking poles. Woo, that was crazy. But here's Parsons Landing. They got some potties and some beach. I couldn't get a campsite here. So we're gonna hang out here and have a little snack and then be on our way. So out here at Parsons Landing, there's no water out here. There's some toilets and some trash, and they cache water here if you have camping reservations, and so it's for specific people. And I'm like almost out of water, and I got 8 miles to go. So there's a guy here unloading water in it for the campers, and I asked him, hey, I'm almost out of water. Could I get some of that water? And he's like, well, I'm not really supposed to. I'm like, well, I got like 8 miles to go and I'm almost out of water. He's like, well, I'm sure there'll be plenty. You can get some. What a nice guy. Anyway, check out the beach. All right, so the trail coming out of Parsons Landing walks you right into a huge Boy Scout camp, which was awesome. And they got a nice little guided tour through the middle of camp by some scouts, by some guys. I didn't know this was over here. It's huge. They got all kinds of water stuff going on down there. I wanted to go swimming and kayaking with them, but they wouldn't let me. They said I was a creepy guy, the beard. But what an amazing scout camp. I wish I was a Boy Scout. I was a wee below. That's as far as I got. Oh, nothing like a road walk, right? I got like 5 more miles of road walk on this dirt road, and I should be back. I'm making better time than I thought I would. So I'm probably gonna get to 2 Harbors and be bored again until my boat leaves. But I was kind of panicking. You know how you have a schedule? There's a schedule and you don't know what your trail is gonna be like necessarily. And you don't wanna mess up the schedule. You don't wanna be late. If I miss the boat, you miss the boat. Everybody says that, don't miss the boat. so I don't want to be late to catch my boat. I've got 2 boats to catch. One boat from 2 harbors to Avalon, which should be super fun. It's like a speedboat thing. I think I said something about it earlier. And then the Catalina Express back to the mainland. You know, you're walking in the weeds and the bushes on trail. You think you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you kind of hear some voices, and you look off to the left, and you see something like that. You're like, hey, wait a minute. I thought we were out in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. That's pretty nifty place there. Youth camp. I have to say, some of the best times in my life were at youth camp, at church camps, and they're waving at me. Youth camps and hi! And YMCA camps and church camps, youth camps and stuff. That was the best time of my life. Even as an adult, going back and being a counselor at youth camps and stuff. So much fun. Way better than work. Even every one of the dealing with middle schoolers and younger kids and high schoolers and is way better than pulling wire. Than pulling wire on a job site. At least you're like investing in somebody's life and you're hanging out. Ooh, there's lots of squirrels out here. And you're hanging out and being nice to people and loving on kids and making friends. That's whew, good times. I don't want to get emotional. Just kidding. All right, good times. Road walk. I start getting emotional. You gotta love the Boy Scouts. Look at these guys doing it up. Check out my view again. Just amazing. All right, so I've got about 2 more miles before I arrive back in 2 harbors where I can relax and kind of hang out. I'm gonna make it in perfect time. Plenty of time to just relax, but this road that I'm walking on, you know, it's not all that exciting, but the views along the road, I mean, if you look over my shoulder here, look at these views. I mean, it's like that the whole time. There was a couple areas where we went inland a little bit, but, and when I say we, I mean me. But it's a beautiful look down into the water, and the water's super clear, super, just looks so refreshing. I'll be in it later, but you know, there's some boats down there, and it's just amazing views. All right, I think I'm like 2 miles away from 2 harbors, and I still got plenty of time. So I found this really awesome shady lookout thing that we're gonna hang out and have a snack before heading into 2 harbors. I don't get there too early, I'll just get bored again. So there was such like heavy dew last night. My tarp was soaking wet, of course, but I was dry. My tarp was soaking wet, and it's been, I've hiked 12 miles today in the hot blazing sun with my tarp in the mesh pocket on the outside of my pack, and it's still soaking wet. So this thing's not very shady, and it's blazing hot out here, so I made a shade with my tarp, and it can dry out so that I can shove it in my pack later and it won't get all moldy. I'm gonna have a snack. I'm kind of winding down my trip here, and I wanted to like just kind of point out some gear stuff that really worked well and recommendations. This shirt I'm wearing is a Columbia PFG Omni Shade, really lightweight hooded long sleeve t-shirt. Not a t-shirt, but you know, like a shade shirt, and it's amazing. I mean, it's kept me so cool. So cool. And underneath I'm wearing it's about 95 degrees right now, and underneath I'm wearing a sleeveless like cotton t-shirt that's soaking wet, which is keeping me my body cool. And it's been really hot and I feel really good. Just drinking lots of water, but I mean, you can look, this is like desert road here. walking on the desert road, and the hood's kept the sun off my ears and my neck. The back of my neck is like leather already. So anyway, just a shout out for this shirt. This is a great sun shirt. The other thing is this Zimmer built pack right here. The Zimmer built pack has been like totally comfortable and perfect and lightweight. I love the big giant pockets on the back. I'm so happy with it. I'm so pleased. I had some other bulkier packs in the past, and this thing is just nice and tight. It's small. You know, I had 3 days of food in here, all my stuff, and it's been absolutely comfortable the whole time. It's frameless, so it doesn't have a lot of support, but it's soft on the back, and there's nothing gouging me or poking me, or I don't feel like I'm wearing a cage or a big metal frame. I feel like I'm wearing this little school pack or something that's really lightweight, and I'm really pleased with it. This is a Zimmer built Big Step. My UGQ quilt, my 10-degree Bandit, was awesome. It got a little chilly. The last night wasn't quite so chilly because it was so humid, but the night before it got a little chilly down by the beach, and it was perfectly warm. And then in the morning I woke up and I was a little bit warm. I was able to just open it up and kick a leg out. My Big Agnes sleeping pad was the bomb. No problems with it. Loved it. My Tyvek ground cover. Loved that. Everything just worked out great. I'm just so pleased with all my gear. I'm finally I think content with the stuff I have. So I may not be buying anything for a while. So loving it. I'm wearing these Ultra Lone Peak 4.0s, and I'm on mile 13 for the day, and my feet don't even hurt. I feel great. They're feeling awesome. So I'm really happy with everything. Hey, something interesting here. Maybe somebody can comment. See all these boats? How come they're all facing exactly the same way? Nobody parked their boat the other way? Back to Two Harbors at last. Whew. I'm gonna go get cleaned up. That's 38.7 miles. I'm gonna go get cleaned up, buy a fresh t-shirt, go swimming, maybe get something to eat, and I'm gonna get on a boat and go back to Avalon. Hey guys, that's like the end of the trip, the end of the hike. I hope you loved watching the videos. If you have any questions or you're interested in doing this hike and you want to know some information that I didn't cover or say in the video, just ask me in the comments, and I'll try to answer the best I can. All right, thanks for watching. Enjoy.